guys, so I just wanted to share with you this look. I'm doing a pink smoky eye look, which was inspired by the Be Alive music video by Beyonce in last Oscars. Okay, so I'm just going to start by doing my brows, and I just do a basic eyebrow pencil. This one is by Essence, and I'm just prepping my eyelids using the LA Colors concealer, and going into the Juvia's palette and using this deep color. I think it's called the Jezebel, and I'm gonna start putting that on the outer corners of my eyes. So it's a deep purple color, and that's what I'm doing. So I'm just making sure that the color is packed on until I get the pigment, and then I'm going into the Morphe X Nikita palette, and I'm going to be using the 3 purples and pinks on the end. But first I'm going to be going into my crease with a light pink color, just to kind of use it as a transition shade for now, just around my crease area. So I'm using it around my crease, and I'm also going to be using it in the middle of my eye for that pink color there. Then I'm going into the Juvia's Place, and I'm using a lighter pink. I'm trying to use that in the inner corner of my eyes. It's got a little bit of shimmer to it, and I wasn't getting the payoff that I wanted. So then I went in with my spray, my face mist, just to dampen the brush I was using, and that was able to pick up a little bit more pigment from the palette. So yeah, again for my transition, I went into those light colors just to blend out the edge of the pink and purple, and then on the outer corners I put a tiny bit of the black just to darken it and deepen it a little bit and give it a bit more dimension. So that's what it looks like. It's light on the inside and then darker on the outer corners. I'm using my Maybelline face primer, and then I mix 2 foundation colors to get the color that I want for my skin, or that best matches my skin tone. And I'm just using a brush to first of all apply it all over my face, and I like to use a fluffy brush to blend out my foundation. I definitely prefer it to using a beauty sponge. It just works well for me, it's easier for me. And so yeah, and then I'm using LA Girl colors. I don't remember which shades I use, but I'm just using that to create highlight on my face, and going back in with a brush to blend it out. So the LA Girl concealers are quite runny, so sometimes it's best to wait for it to dry down a tiny bit, just so that it's less messy. And then wherever is left of my brush, I just put it like under my cheekbones. And then I'm going in with this banana powder, and I just use that to set the concealer under my eyes. I just try to do things quite lightly, just so that I can build up. And yeah, just using that underneath my brows and wherever I've used a concealer. And then I'm going ahead to sort of kind of bake. I'm going to dust that off later. And then I'm going into the V Beauty face powder palette, and I'm just going to figure out which of the colors actually matches the area that I'm trying to powder. So just put in the powder over the foundation areas just to set everything, and so that things don't move around so much. I do have oily skin, so powder does help for a little bit. So yeah, I'm just putting that just all over, just to smooth everything and make things blended. I'm never really able to avoid the crease in my forehead. I always end up folding my forehead and then the crease comes up. Anyways, I'm going into the Juvia's palette, like that orange shade, to add some warmth to my face, and I find that I kind of have to use a lot for it to show off. And then I'm just topping up the blush with the Rimmel Maxi blush in that purple kind of shade. Then I'm going over my inner tear duct area again with the sort of the same colors that I used on the top of my eyes. I'm using those again underneath and smoking it out. So I'm using the black on the outer corner, and then going over with some purple, and the light pink is on the inner parts of the eyes. So that's what I'm doing here. And then I'm going to highlight my face with the highlighter. Just because of the way the Beyonce's makeup looked, that was why I put it kind of on the tops of my cheeks. Going in with some lip color, trying to figure out a nice warm shade to kind of replicate what she has that will work for my skin tone. So I've used a light shade and then a brown on the outer corner, but it still wasn't there, so I went in with LA Girl concealer again. Actually, it's not LA Girl, I'll put the name of the concealer, and just putting that in the middle, and I was able to get that warm color lip. And then I just put my gloss over it. Gloss just helps to tie everything together. Put the lashes on, and that was everything I did for this look, of course. Thank you so much guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought in the comments, and give this video a thumbs up, and I will catch you again in my next one.